Ain't it foggy outside? All the planes have been grounded. Ain't the fire inside? Let's all go stand around it. Funny, I've been there, and you've been here. We ain't had no time to drink that beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Fullington.
Yep.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Fullington. And the man whose stories got stories, the hardcore icon. He's got 99 problems, but bananas ain't one. The Sandman Hack. How the hell's it going today?
The Flyers are going to break your hearts, boys.
Oh, wow. You're going to be that guy right now?
Hack was down here watching like he was 7 years old again last night, fucking reacting to every fucking little thing that happened.
I'm a little bit fired up.
Yeah, I'm fired up.
Dude, it's been so long since I cared.
Yes.
That even just cared at all.
It's been like
but
a
it's
decade.
just fun to watch, because I mean, we all wanted the Flyers to make the playoffs in the beginning of the season anyway, but there was no real expectation.
No, and
so everything is just...
And they fell off so bad that they had like no chance to make it. But then the last month or so that we've been like dialed in, it's been really fun, and we've all kind of hopped on the bandwagon, and it's great.
Well, Forrester came back from that like season-long injury, and they brought Martone over from Michigan State, and which kind of rejuvenated the team a little bit. I think you get two top six forwards, back. I mean, that's pretty crucial to a team, and the goalie's just been playing outstanding.
He's been standing on his head.
And Martone hasn't done a thing since after the second game.
No,
yeah, but he's also a 19-year-old kid, Heck. I mean, like, the expectation in the playoffs...
I expected more out of Bump last night, too. But after the first game, he had 4 shots on goal and a goal. You know what I mean? So I expect, but he wasn't getting a ton of ice time last night either.
I think they're a little tired. Because they've been playing basically playoff games for the last month or so, like just to get into the playoffs. Like every game, like they're probably a little tired. And they're young kids, and then once you start playing a little bit, like people have film on Martone, and you have film on like these other guys, and these guys start playing.
Yeah, but Bump, I didn't think they'd have film on him yet.
He played some during the regular season. But still, I mean, these are young kids. The Penguins group is a veteran group, all like veteran-laden group. You know what I'm saying?
They played like a bunch of kids most of the third period and overtime.
Yeah, and I think they're a little tired. They've been playing like balls-to-the-wall hard hockey for the last like month or so.
Well, Ty, you were down there last night. I mean, what was the atmosphere like in the building for that game?
I mean, it was rocking. The fans were trying to, get them in it the whole fucking time with Let's Go's Flyers chants, fuck Crosby chants, fuck the Pens chants, like everything you had going on. But like I told you earlier, I didn't move or say a word like the whole third period or overtime. Like I literally was just sitting, because I'm locked the fuck in, like just nervous because it could be any second that the game ends.
That's why it's called sudden death.
It's sudden death.
But it's not like it was like 3-3 or 2-2, like it was 0-0. There was like nothing the entire game, so you're on pins and needles.
But the game was so much better ending in overtime, just because how bad would it have been if they scored or we scored with like 3 or 4 minutes left? Then the fighting and all the bullshit would have came out, you know what I mean?
Right.
It was better with the sudden death than one of us scoring, I think, with a couple minutes left. Because we still have one more game to play, and somebody's going to want to leave a calling card at the end of that 6th game for the 7th game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it felt like a pretty fitting ending, though, considering the series.
0-0 overtime fucking game. I mean,
Pittsburgh, Philly, a rivalry that is as long as it is. Like it's almost kind of like a passing of the torch. Almost with Malkin and Crosby.
Watching Malkin, the way he left the ice, like saying goodbye to people. They think he's going to be out of there. And then and Gretzky shook every one of our coaches' hands.
Crosby.
Yeah. All our coaches and shit like that, which I thought was pretty cool.
Well, Tocchet had been an assistant coach in his prime.
He had won a couple of them.
They did say that.
Yeah, so I think that there's relationship, and obviously, Crosby played with what's his name on Team Canada too on the Flyers.
Sandman?
Yeah, so like there's relationships through hockey and sports and everything. There's mutual respect, even though they want to kill each other. I love the handshake line in hockey after a playoff series. It's one of the best traditions in all of sports. It's like, let's put this aside here and move forward.
Hey, we just battled each other for fucking punched each other in the face for 6 fucking games.
Yeah, we went to war, and now we have some mutual respect.
Now let us be gentlemen.
And
let's see what the Hurricanes are going to do. Hey, dude. Well, I looked
they're good, man. They're good.
I know, but they're going to have a week off because I think I looked all the way to Sunday. We don't have a game planned yet.
It's good for us.
And worse for them, I think. Good for us with a couple days off, but dude, you can't need a week off. The week can't be good for
the first game is going to be interesting. That we see the first period of the first game. Could be huge for us to get on top of them with a little bit of rust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll see.
But they're a good ass dude. They're a good ass team, Carolina. Like,
they are
really good. They're one of the favorites to win the fucking Stanley Cup. So but every game that we've played them this year has gone to overtime or a shootout. All 4 games.
Wow, really?
Yeah, we played them tight this year.
How many times do we play them?
Four times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, we'll see what happens. We're all flyered up here. The other big news in Philadelphia sports this week is Rob Thompson was let go by the Phillies after the horrendous start that this Phillies team got off to this year. And, it's like one of the only levers they could actually pull was getting rid of Rob. I don't think anybody was, really happy to fire Rob.
No, it's bullshit. It wasn't Rob.
No,
I don't think anybody
it's
thinks
not,
it
but
was
somebody
him.
has to get the ass. Something has to happen.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, look what Boston did. They got rid of every single coach there was.
Everyone. Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen that before.
But then...
Pat, have you ever seen that before? Where the coach goes and every single other coach goes all the way to the pitching coach?
It usually don't happen in the season, but it happened.
Yeah, it was...
In the middle of the season like this? In the beginning of the season?
And then
get rid of your whole coaching staff?
Well, and then the Phillies tried to hire Cora, apparently. They were talking to Cora right after he got fired, Dombrowski, because he's got a prior relationship working with them. And it's like, well, you were talking to Cora before you fired Rob? It's a little odd. And
who offered Rob? Somebody offered Rob a job too, didn't they?
Oh, really? I didn't hear that.
I saw the headline.
I know the Phillies offered to keep him as a senior advisor or something.
Put him in who was it in his Paula? Well, not Paula. Who was the coach that said I didn't quit? I got fired or whatever. Pap, who was it?
Charlie.
Yeah, it was Charlie. When Charlie left, remember they wanted him to go upstairs when he didn't want to leave, and he said it at the press conference. He was a little pissed.
Right. Look, Rob's a baseball lifer. It certainly seemed like he loved the city of Philadelphia, and obviously with the start that they got off to, it's like you only.
He knows.
Right, you can't.
Knows.
You're not going to make any major trades in April. You're not going to fire the GM in April. So the only other option was firing the hitting coach.
If there was a trade that was going to happen, it would have been bomb in the offseason, and nobody wants him.
Nobody.
Right.
You know
He's hitting 120 right now. Castellano,
what we're going to do? We didn't have anybody to trade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, the best thing we could have did is just throw more money at somebody and sign somebody, but
then when you look at the Mets and Bichette, you're like, well, maybe money isn't the solution sometimes because their start has been horrible too.
People just wanted. I don't know what they want. They wanted a drastic shakeup. No matter, I don't know what it was. But when you look at it, we really do have a good enough team to fucking win a World Series. It's just, are they disciplined enough?
Yeah, now it's going to be crawling their way out of this hole, which, you're 10 games under 500. It's pretty hard to crawl
it's
out.
Impossible.
The only thing listen, just one series at a time. You gotta listen. I don't know how good the Phillies are, but they weren't as bad as they were playing. They weren't that bad. Now they could be a team that doesn't make the playoffs or whatever, but they weren't 9-19 bad.
No.
In my
Our
opinion.
problem was our top 5 guys were all batting 200.
Yeah.
For the first
And every single starting pitcher that we have has given up fucking
Right.
4 runs by the second inning.
Yeah, last year we led the league in 6+ innings, 6 innings or whatever from our starters. This year we're like third
We
or fourth worst.
average. Our starting pitching was averaging 4.4 2/3 a start. That just can't.
It's not going to get it done.
Yeah.
And you're killing
Especially
your
if you're
bullpen.
And
not
now when
hitting.
you got
Yeah.
Kirkering coming in there.
No, yeah, you're killing the pen. That's not great. Back end of the bullpen's really good, but the middle.
And
pen
Duran's
is-
hurt. The closer's hurt, and there was
Yes.
another guy that was hurt too. So it was like just a clusterfuck of everything.
And
like,
Aaron Nola, God, the fact that there's 5 years left on that deal.
oh, Beanball Boy.
Oh man, the meatballs that he's serving up. I mean, they're better than anything else in South Philly you'll find. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, there's something with that contract. Somebody else is making money. There's somebody. Hey, he must have had a picture or film on somebody.
But he's a really good player.
the Braves threw a bunch of money at him, and the owner was like,
that's true.
"I'm not letting Aaron Nola go to the Braves." Pretty much.
But he was a really good
I
pitcher.
think I kind of remember that Braves thing.
I mean, look, we all know the deal with Nola. He'd have the one bad inning where he'd give up a homer or two, but
Pretty
the rest
much
of his
the fifth
start,
inning, yeah.
right? The rest of the start would be really good. But this year, it's been I mean, he's got a 6+ ERA right now. It doesn't look good. But we'll see what happens with this Phillies team. Hopefully, they turn it around a little
Hey,
bit.
I
but-
just want to be able to watch them without puking.
Yeah.
No, but what about all the 3-2 series in basketball and in hockey? They got to be loving that this year.
Oh, of course, it's great for the
You
television.
know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, there's
They're
only-
getting fucking maximum games out
Yeah.
of
Dude,
like
there's-
every series. It's
Dude,
crazy.
the Minnes-
Everything's 3-2. It's like nuts.
The Minnesota Wild and Dallas Stars series has been really good. The Oilers and Ducks series has been really good, like goals out the ass. There's like Denver and the Timberwolves, like Nuggets Timberwolves has been good. There's fucking the only one that was like a blowout was OKC blowing out the Suns. Obviously, I think everybody's kind of saw that coming, but. Yeah, there's been some really good series going on. And speaking of which, we have Game 6 tonight. Hopefully the Sixers can move it to a Game 7.
At home, I mean, Embiid looked great in Game 5, and having him back, obviously, if Embiid can go at a high level, but it's going to come down to the same thing. It always
3-point shooting.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
That's it. They
That's
show
it.
what they shoot. 27% last game.
Right.
That's the reason why we
And
won.
the game before they shot 45.
Right.
So
If
like,
Boston shoots 35, we're not winning the game.
probably
Dude,
not.
But yeah, Boston shoots like 32 maybe,
We're
but
not
it's a
gonna win.
totally different game.
We're not gonna win the
You know,
game.
2 or 3 more threes out of that means a lot
Yes,
right in that
it does.
game, especially in the last couple minutes.
Well-
I mean, we stretched it to 10 with like 3 minutes left, you know what I mean? But it's a lot closer.
I know
different finish.
we won. We ended up winning by like 15, but I don't really think that we shot that great though last game either.
No,
Other
we
than
didn't.
like Embiid's, in the
No, we were
post and a
55.
couple.
He didn't
42,
have
I
a
think.
good shooting percentage game.
No.
He didn't shoot well. He scored a lot, but he,
He
didn't
scored
shoot
a
well.
lot, but he did not shoot well.
Grimes hit a couple big threes.
Yeah.
And played really well, but like Edgecombe, I think was maybe 1 for like
No,
8
we need
again.
DJ
like,
back tonight.
We
Yeah.
do.
And Embiid don't want to shoot threes. He shot 3 threes in the first freaking couple minutes of that last game. He bricked all 3 and didn't shoot another 3.
Well, I
That's
don't
the
which
know
I
if-
like.
I don't know if I necessarily want him to shoot a lot of threes. The threes were always like the cherry on top of his game. You know
Well,
what I mean?
yeah, and he shoots the threes because he doesn't want to roll to the basket on the pick and roll.
Right.
He's
Right.
lazy. He doesn't want to roll to the basket.
Well, I get it. The dude needs
He needs
knows
his
he
breather.
needs energy.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Like he needs to pick and choose when he whatever. But I mean, dude, this is playoffs. We need to win every game.
And
you
dude,
can get whatever shot you want.
And he
against
went down and
anybody
had
on this
like
team.
8 fucking post ups where he just backed them down.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, dude, hell
He can do it every. He can do it every
Yeah, and I'm
time.
going to tell you what. Now the difference tonight's going to be
Boston's gonna
they're
double the
probably
fuck out of
not.
it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then that the kick's got to happen.
Yeah.
The kick has to
Then
happen.
the
We got
kick,
to knock
right
it
gotta
as
hit
down.
soon
the
as
three.
the double
They're-
comes from the backside,
because
the ball's got to kick,
he
and the
can-
shot's got to be made.
Yeah, he can be prone to turning the ball over when
Yeah.
they double. And because if you're going to make Joel make quick decisions, he's got to A, do that, then B, also the guy who catches it has to make the shot. That's more than just playing, Joel straight up. So we're going to have to knock
They're gonna
down
have
open
something
threes.
for him.
We're going to have to knock down open threes and play good defense.
We'll see what happens with the Sixers, but it's yeah. Yeah, Ollie's all fired up here.
Uh-huh.
Playoffs here in Philadelphia. This week on the show, we watched Hack's first match against JT Smith for Tri-State Wrestling Alliance, Joel Goodhart's company in
And
Philadelphia.
boy, what a mullet that was.
Yeah,
huh?
we'll get to that.
I
But
was always aged then. Are you 27?
Yeah.
I was 27 then.
Wow. Before we get
That
to your
yellow
match,
mustard mullet.
let's talk about some of the current events in pop culture from June
Oh, wow.
of 1990, okay? We got the top TV shows.
Duran had mullets.
Okay. Is that who you're ripping off? Is Duran?
Everybody had a mullet.
Yeah, they were in. The top TV shows at the time were Cheers,
Of course.
classic. The Cosby Show, also a classic.
A
But
pedophile.
but fuck Bill Cosby. Roseanne, a great show. Roseanne was awesome. A Different World, America's Funniest Home Videos. So those were the.
I don't know A Different World.
A Different World was a.
That was a
sitcom.
black
Yeah.
college thing. When
Yeah.
it spin off from the Cosby's daughter.
Oh, was it? A
Yeah,
spin-
it was a good-looking
okay.
daughter,
Yeah,
Cosby daughter.
Oh, okay.
She spun off.
Claire Huxtable?
Yeah. Also, the 1990 the 1990 NBA Finals. Do you remember who was in the finals back then? Hack?
Wait, what year?
90.
I'm going to go with Jordan.
No, he was not. He
I'm
actually-
gonna go
they lost.
Lakers.
Lakers are.
Oh, wait, was
I'm
this
looking,
Indiana
I'm
Lakers?
looking at it so you
Okay,
can't
yeah.
ask
Was
me.
it Lakers, Indiana?
No.
I
it
can't
was,
believe you don't have. I can't believe you don't have
90?
it.
It
Oh,
was-
Pistons.
Because that was
Yeah,
words
it was
last
Pistons
year.
It was Pistons.
and Celtics.
Pistons
Was
and
it
Blazers.
Cowboys?
Between the Pistons
Dallas?
and the Celtics. They're both in the Eastern Conference.
Pistons and Blazers was the finals.
Okay.
And this was
I'm an idiot.
this was the second straight championship for the Pistons with Isaiah Thomas,
They beat up the league.
Joe Dumars, and the Bad Boys, Bill Laimbeer, Dennis Rodman, and they were.
Yeah, Chicago dethroned them like 91 or 92.
90,
Yeah, that's
91,
right.
and that's when
Yeah.
Jordan went on his
Finally
three
beat the
straight.
Pistons.
Yep.
Yeah, finally
He
beat the
finally got
Pistons.
over the hump, but the Bad Boys Pistons there.
God, I would have loved to been like my age right now, like watching like the Bad Boys Pistons, like watching that kind of basketball.
and hating on them.
Well, and just like to see, like watch like the different style of basketball then, and to see like, I mean, I can watch it now, but
I mean,
would
they-
have been like to appreciate it. You
Yeah,
know,
they had
like,
I was always 8, but I wasn't watching it, dude. Like, I was working.
Okay,
You know what
so
I mean?
yeah.
I was working in wrestling, you know what I mean? Like the whole 80 to 90s, yes, it was all freaking sports, you know what I mean? But once the 90s came in, I wasn't watching games every
Okay.
night at all.
Was who was on that Blazers team? Was that what was
Clyde
Wine
Drexler.
I was going to ask
Clyde Drexler was their big player
Well,
back then.
Clyde had to be there.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering who was their power forward with all the hair, Pat?
Power forward with
Walton?
the hair.
Bill
Walton
The
was,
big power forward.
Walton was the
Jerome Kersey was on it.
Jerome Kersey. Okay, there we go. Also in the news at the time, this happened the year prior, but it was still a major news story here of the cleanup of this. The Exxon Valdez oil spill
Oh, wow.
that occurred in March of '89. I mean, out there, geez, what a horrible event, man. We had
Where was that at?
up in Alaska, Prince William Sound,
Yeah.
and there was about 10 million gallons of oil. And this cost them billions of dollars. The environmental impacts and the cleanup there. Hack, you remember anything about the Exxon
Yeah, I
Valdez?
remember totally. But I want to know the other one too. What the one in the Gulf of Mexico? That one happened somewhere in the 90s too. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not really that familiar.
What was that one called? Yeah, but the Valdez was huge, dude. All the ducks covered, big news. Because you got to understand, like back then, like all that, like there was ABC, CBS, NBC, but like your CNN's out now and stuff like that, all your different newses and everything. So you were getting blasted with it, like everywhere.
And just the photos, I remember the pictures of the animals as they're just like covered.
Yeah.
The amount
Yeah,
of,
they're using Dove, like dishwashing
Yes.
liquid. They're like cleaning birds with.
yeah, and this spurned on the Oil Pollution Act, which helped some liability in the future there. But man, what an insane thing that was.
dude, this Blazers roster
people
is pretty
didn't
good.
understand. You got to understand. People coming out of the 70s, 73, 76, 79, we had oil embargoes with the Middle East. So everybody's like, screw this. Well, we got to get our own oil going. So we get our own shit going, and then 20 years later, look what happens. We have this big spill, and then everybody's pissed.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? The reason why we were up there was because we were trying to have a backup.
it's the cause and effect of the oil shortage from the late 70s that we ran into. The other thing here is the top 10 singles at the time. All right, Hack, were you a New Kids on the Block fan, Step by Step?
Nah.
No?
Step
Boss
No,
man.
MTV was banging.
Yeah, this
Like,
is
huge.
This is prime MTV time
Yeah,
right here.
it was huge.
nothing-
I never watched it ever.
You weren't an MTV, Mark?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I wasn't like a music dude like that.
Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor.
Sinead O'Connor, I liked because she ripped the picture of the Pope
Pope
later.
on SNL, yeah, later, yeah. That was very shocking. What about You Can't Touch This, MC Hammer, man?
You Can't Touch This was pretty banging.
I just marked out for MC Hammer here, man.
He just wish he had the pants.
His
Hammer
pants were great. His genie pants, we call them.
It's Genie Pants.
Yeah.
They were over big. What about this song? I bet you're a huge fan of this. Vogue by Madonna was the top song at the time.
Madonna's great, Vogue. Yeah.
You're not a Vogue fan, okay?
That was all right.
All right, it wasn't one of your
Poison,
favorites.
great jam.
I love
Poison.
Madonna.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of
Okay.
my favorite all time.
So now back to the wrestling. This was the fourth show that the TWA ever put on. So you were right in the beginnings of this company too.
I would have said they only had one because they had one at the place that I was wrestling there, and that was the second one. So I don't know where the other two was.
There was one. I was looking up cards before this. There was one in Delaware, and there was another one in Philadelphia before this.
What building was this?
This was at McGonigal Hall,
Okay.
which was down by
Temple, right?
Yeah.
back in the day. And so Joel Goodhart is booking TWA, and the shows
God,
are.
you really are a fucking dinosaur.
You
in
really
the
You
are.
business,
notice
huh?
Todd Gordon's in the
Oh,
old
yes.
Did you notice Did you notice the guys with the Hawaiian shirts?
Yes.
They were there.
Yep.
Freaking.
Yep.
There was like 10 people that were like super regulars.
Wrestling
for
diehards.
Finnegan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
Johnny, what's his name? Who came out?
Hot Body.
No, the kid that's from Donnie Allen.
Yeah.
He came out with the Mongol or something like that or whatever.
So
Jimmy Jannetty, he was in the audience.
the roster of this indie that he's booking is a mix of like older talents, big name guys from the '80s and it's the early '90s here, but it's a big names at the time.
And guys that hadn't been through
Anywhere.
Philadelphia.
Right.
You know, the law was never there.
Yeah.
You know
that's
what
not-
I mean?
Right.
None of those guys were ever there.
Tully Blanchard, very little.
That was
but
good. That was Goodhart's whole dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I remembered, I was like, why the fuck was Todd there that early? And then I forgot that they had a radio show, wrestling radio, on at like 7 a.m. on Sunday mornings or perhaps something like that.
on WIP.
Yeah, Sunday or Saturday mornings, and Todd advertised on that for Carver W. He's advertising a jewelry store on a wrestling show in 1990.
It's great.
You know what I mean? So, but both of those guys loved wrestling, and they loved the older guys like that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And Todd had never seen those guys either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why he liked to use them too.
And it's also a mix of a lot of young up-and-comers from the Northeast, including yourself on this show. A highlight of the Federation, it wasn't on this show, but they were running a series of Eddie Gilbert and Cactus Jack matches that were like early Tape Trader, Dirt Sheet, big matches. They would run like a couple bloody brawls and stuff with TWA that were really big.
Yeah, I
on, like,
forgot about that.
So that series was really, really big. But starting this show off was you and JT Smith.
Who was the two before that? Was that
There was a
Morocco?
Don Morocco match.
No,
which was-
John Morocco and what's his name?
it was totally clipped up though.
Was it Dory Funk?
No, it was.
No,
I know
it
it
was,
is. I just can't, in a minute, I'll think of
It was Don Morocco
And Cowboy Bob Orton.
Yes,
That's it.
and Cowboy Bob Orton.
Okay, yeah.
He took a nice bump through the bottom
Through
rope
the
onto the
He
floor
did,
right
he
there.
did, he did.
I'm like, and
like
that's
a back
not
elbow.
screw
It's
up.
like he's trying to do the Terry Funk
Yeah.
bump.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, that's not a screw up. That's like a planned spot that he
Yeah,
does.
yeah, you know the Terry Funk one I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
of
Yeah.
course.
So that match was clipped, but then we get to your match, and your match was also clipped. So I got to ask you, what the hell is going through your mind as you're walking out for your very first ever wrestling
I'm
match?
shitting myself.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fucking so nervous. It's like unbelievable. You can't, you know, and
How long had JT been working?
Me and him pretty much started the same day. It wrestling
Was
like
this
the
his
same
first
week.
match too?
Yeah, it was both of our first
Both
matches.
your first matches.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And you notice I was calling everything?
yeah, you could tell.
That's
you
kind of crazy.
I
to
was
me that,
always a
like,
caller.
It's kind of crazy that like a promoter would even put two guys out there that's both their first matches together.
Instead of someone leading the other.
Yes,
Right,
you know,
but-
like putting
but
one
if
with
you
a veteran and
Yeah, but if you guys are training together, at least you're familiar with each other.
And
then,
he was
you know
there
what
a
I'm
lot
saying?
at the school, so he saw that me and him got along. Well,
Right.
JT had sent me to the hospital already during training because he gave me a flying headbutt and he really hit me.
Really?
Yeah, and he sent me to the hospital. So me and
It's all starting to make sense now.
me, Ty, and his mom, because she used to come down. We went to the hospital near. We were in North Philadelphia, and dude, there was like 26 people in the emergency room. I'm like, we're out of here because I got a cut on my head. So we went up to Bryn Mawr, and I got stitched up at Bryn Mawr at like midnight that night.
Wow.
I forgot all about that until
Oh
right now.
man, that's crazy.
Yes, so freaky. Yeah, so we knew each other well. So you know, but my next match, see, at the end of this match, you'll notice that JT gives me the drop kick, and then I hit Ron Shaw, the guy with the green shirt that was
Yes.
on outside, big Ron Shaw. So that set up my next match at freaking at Norristown Ford against Ron Shaw.
Oh, so that played into the
That
finish.
was my second, yeah. So that was
Okay.
why at the end happened the way it did.
Okay, that makes sense. So long-term booking there by Joe Goodhart. That's great. Now I gotta ask: was Monty or Rube in the audience for this one? Any of your boys come out for
Oh
this
yeah,
one?
Ruben definitely. Well, Ruben definitely because I told him how people were gigging and Manny Fernandez heard me telling them.
So you tell Rube that people are gigging?
Well,
And Manny
dude, you gotta
Fernandez?
do it, yeah. So I'm just sitting here, I'm like Ruben. Manny's sitting on a chair, and it's like there's a locker room like basketball players coming out underneath the basket. You know what I mean? I guess it's like a 6 foot wide hall, like a doorway there. And I don't know. I'm just talking to Ruben about it. I don't even know it's Manny Fernandez sitting there until later that fucking Joe Goodhart comes up to me and goes, "Are you a fucking asshole? Manny Fernandez just heard you telling your buddy how they gig."
You were exposing the business.
I
back
thought
then.
I was going to get killed. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to kill me. Swear to God. I'm like,
Like
oh
he's
my
gonna
God.
get taken out back.
like it's the mob.
Yeah.
No, dude, if that was in Texas in the 70s,
Yeah.
oh my God, you know what Fritz von Erich would have done to you?
Yeah, you would've got-
if you would have been caught saying that
Yeah,
to
you would
fucking
have
somebody,
you would have gotten fucked up for
you'd have been
real.
in a trunk.
Forget the Harris brothers. Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
you'd have been in a trunk back then in those days. That was serious shit.
Going out the pasture.
You were
Yeah, my
exposed.
first day, I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna make it in this business. I'm like, I'm done.
Rube, you couldn't believe it, but they gig all over the place.
You couldn't wait to stooge off to Rube.
but they use razor blades.
That is great, man. I gotta.
No, but it's not like that. I had just learned that. We had just been talking about it. I wasn't telling him something that I just found out.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We had just been talking about it, and
And it's just you not knowing that you're next to somebody.
To Manny fucking Fernandez.
Yeah. The raging bull, man.
Fernandez. What an idiot.
That's
oh my
great.
God.
You see, you come out to the Beach Boys here for this one. That was
Yeah, that was one of them.
that was one of your songs, and you got
No, dude, and the locks were great.
the mullet, the tights. Everything is so 90s.
Dude, that yellow mustard mullet, dude, is like it wasn't blonde. It was literally like yellow
Yeah,
mustard.
yeah,
like,
yeah, it was yellow mustard, and
Yeah, it's almost like strawberry blonde.
yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah, if you want to get your hair, I don't know, like the hair products back, because I would do it all myself, dude. I never went anywhere to get my hair.
We could tell.
check out.
Dude, literally, because I don't like anything around my neck, so that's why I don't. That's why I started cutting my own hair with the shears. I still do to this day, dude. Literally, my whole life, I've cut my own hair.
I gotta put over your guys' mom too, man. Your guys'
Look how
mom.
much money I saved.
And
my
how
own.
shitty you've looked. That's a good trade-off.
Dude, I'm a handsome man right here. Did you hear the women in the audience swooning?
Your guys' mom was out there too. So
Yeah, man, peaches.
right away.
She was
right,
useless during the finish.
right. Yeah, where was she for the finish?
She let that dude
close
totally.
as
Hey, that's her first match too.
That's right. That's right. That's right. There was a couple of weird things here. There was a backslide, which I don't know.
You like me setting up for that?
I was gonna say, I don't know
knew
if
you guys
I've
were
ever
gonna
seen
say
Hack
something.
take a backslide
I don't.
before.
Have you ever?
The only one ever.
I don't know if I've ever. I don't know if I've ever seen you like as thin as you are, like right here.
Yeah, I'm short. Yeah, dude, I'm like fucking 200 right here. About 190, 200.
You know, Hack
You're
still
lean.
thinks he looks like that.
I do. Dude, I swear to God, I'm thinking when I'm.
You think you're that? You still think you're that guy?
I just watched. It came across my timeline the match against the Invisible Man, and I'm looking fat. I'm like, dude, how do I look? It's just I'm like, it must be the camera.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, the Invisible-
camera adds
And
like
then my
80
shirt
pounds.
was
Invisible
up,
Man.
and I'm like,
Invisible
yeah, I'm
Man
fat.
adds weight. Yes,
Yeah, my shirt was up on one of the shots, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fat.
Hey, I've been trying to tell you for a while.
I don't know.
I can learn.
240.
Yeah.
I can leap over the top rope, no problem. I can still. You said it like last week.
No,
You were
I
like,
said I could take a backflip over the top rope and
yeah,
land
that's-
on my feet easily.
That's also not going to
You
happen.
would need
I'll show
invisible.
that to you at the school.
You would need invisible
You
man
want to get
headstand
20 bucks
to
on
throw
you?
you
Want
over.
20 bucks back on that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you still owe me the 20, motherfucker.
Hey, I didn't forget.
Okay.
I didn't forget if I owed
No, he's
somebody.
just waiting for the next bet so he can
Exactly.
go for another. Yeah.
I'll give you a
One that
chance.
I think very good chances of winning, of course.
And since Tosh never saw the
You know,
20, he'll be
come
like,
down,
whatever,
I know.
double or nothing.
I win the best in my hand.
I'll let it ride. I'll let it ride on something. There was also a sunset flip in this too, and I don't know if we've ever seen a sunset flip in a Sandman match.
Yeah.
No, this was like, dude, it's my first match.
This is the basics, baby.
It is the
It's
basics.
The fundamentals.
The finish was you get JT.
Oh, and we did way more than that, but it was totally clipped up.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
totally clipped up. There's not much.
I wish I could have seen the whole thing.
Yeah,
And from a better camera angle.
The JT gets you up or you get JT up for a body slam, and
He pulls my foot.
he pulls your foot, holds it down, holds down your boots, and JT pins you.
Hey, JT got a pop.
Yeah, he did. For a win right there.
Yeah, with that
Yeah,
little rat
he
tail
got
that
way
he
more
had.
of a pop than the 6-man tag later, which we'll
We'll
Yeah, I
get
don't
to
know if I've
later.
ever seen like an afro rat tail. Either.
But he had it.
like,
He also he did take one bump over the ropes where his head almost got caught on the bottom rope.
Dude, that was a
always
hell of
thought-
a back bump that he took
Yeah.
on the apron.
Yeah.
Oh, on the apron?
Yeah.
Dude, he could bend like Darby Allin.
JT was a pretty good
dude.
worker, man. I mean, and you don't think so? I do. I think he was a pretty good worker.
He can follow the moves.
Yeah.
I just think he was always just vanilla.
Yeah, he
Like-
wasn't a guy in there called something. You know what I mean? He wasn't somebody
Like
that's
he
gonna carry
could
him
work,
everywhere.
but he was just never going to get over.
great guy though.
There was
Awesome.
Literally one of those guys in the
Yeah,
world.
he was an awesome dude.
we can't give star ratings for these things, but because he's not on the show, but I feel like this show deserves some Shaws. How many?
Oh yeah,
I feel like
that's a
it
great
deserves.
idea.
I feel like it deserves some Shaws. This
All right,
show.
for my match.
Yeah, for your match, how many Shaws
All right,
are you
it's
gonna?
hard for me, but if I had to give it, I'd go Sha.
Wow, 1.5 Shaws. It's a debut match.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
That's about all
disagree.
you get for a debut match.
And it being clipped is a little bit more difficult to rate. Also, I think.
Yeah, if we could have saw the whole thing. Yeah, for a debut match, it was. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good.
Dude, if your debut match
Not pretty
is
good. It was pretty good getting through it.
Yes.
that's what
and
I'm saying.
calling
If your
Yeah.
debut match goes off pretty much like without a hitch or
Right.
like that's a success,
Right.
You know, like in my opinion.
Up next on the show was Jerry Lawler taking on Austin Idol. Now, these two guys had a classic feud in Memphis down in '87 with Tommy Rich and Austin Idol, and they built up to a giant hair versus hair cage match where Idol promised to refund the tickets for the Memphis Coliseum if he lost. And everyone,
That's such a great,
it's so corny.
old school,
Yes.
fucking, stipulation, though.
That gets the place packed.
Yes,
You
they
know
think
what
they're
I'm
seeing
saying?
free tickets. Lawler's going to go
Yeah,
over.
right.
But-
Because he's the king.
Right.
Everybody, the king beat everybody.
Yes.
Well, he was the first ever unified champion or whatever they were calling him.
So Paul Heyman's managing Austin Idol, and this is such a great piece of business if you guys have never seen this before. Tommy Rich is also involved in this feud, and he's hiding under the ring the entire show. And he comes out for the finish, and he helps Austin Idol go over. And the crowd heat for this is insane. The fans are so fucking pissed. Austin Idol beat Lawler, and Lawler also broke Paul Heyman's jaw with a punch because he didn't like Heyman. So this is all like
I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is all some crazy shit back in Memphis back in the day.
I did, and I'm just even surprised hearing that Tommy Rich was a heel.
Yes.
Yeah, I know him as a babyface the Well, I didn't know who he was until I got TBS in 1980.
Right,
so.
but that's early '80s when he was NWA Wildfire.
Yeah,
this is later on, and he's a
Where-
heel
yeah,
in
where-
Memphis.
Yeah, see, I never got Memphis ever.
Right.
TV,
this is
ever.
just like wrestling history that I've known about, read about and shit. So Lawler and Idol is a classic wrestling match, and to do that in Philadelphia, pretty interesting.
Absolutely.
The roles were reversed here, though. Austin Idol's working baby, and Lawler's working heel, and it's
I didn't get it.
and it's like, okay. And I gotta ask too, because I remember, I don't know if it was Monty or Rube, I think it was Rube, who told me a story before about Austin Idol and him backstage. Did you remember anything about Austin Idol and Rube encounter?
No.
Okay. I wish I
They
could
could have been smoking a joint together.
Something-
if it was something
yeah,
like that.
some-
Bong in it.
there's-
Rube's roll with a bong and like a little flute case.
So there was just a ton of stalling in this, and it's classic Jerry Lawler stuff. They do a ring post, nut shot, which is I love mid-match mic work when guys are hopping on the mic mid-match.
Dude, it was great. He gets on the mic before the match, does like 3 minutes in the ring, gets back, goes back on the mic. It's just like, it was great.
It's all chicken shit heel stuff.
It was
25
fun.
minutes
It
of
was
nothing.
cheating.
I know.
But it was entertaining.
25 minutes of nothing.
I have that in my notes. These guys did nothing, and it was great.
Zero.
And it was entertaining.
Yes. And all the stuff that Lawler did with the chain. And he's got the chain wrapped. He's hiding the chain. He puts it back in his tights. It's just so, the psychology of it's so great.
Well, you know the story about me and him. Tim telling me, "Yo, pull out a foreign object." I told him I don't have a foreign object the very first time. I just told you guys the story.
I don't remember hearing this.
I think he said, like, you didn't even actually have anything.
Yeah,
you just
I think
acted
my
like
first
you
time
had something.
I locked up with him. No, I saw him on TV, and I did the one spot with him, and then I did the other spot with him. But the thing about, he knows if he's got the chain wrapped around his hand totally, that people far away aren't going to be able to see. So he wraps it around twice, and he leaves like a rat tail, like a 6-8 inch rat's tail, and then the people far away can see it around. You know what I'm saying? Just little smart shit like that.
Yeah, it was great watching him work the chain, and then Idol gets a chair.
Putting
and
it in his mouth,
Yeah.
putting it in his tie, underneath his armpit.
The ref must have checked him 3
Kill
or
it,
4
Tom.
times.
I know, and he's like even telling the ref, he's like,
Yeah,
here, grab
yeah.
a check right there.
Yes, it's so great. It's such great shtick, man. It really, really is. And finally, Idol brings a chair in the ring, so the ref, and Lawler tells him to go get the chair out, and while he does that, he starts popping him with the chain. And I'm like, you piece of shit, Jerry Lawler. This is just great.
I know, but he's the best. See, now I thought because I didn't know anything about that feud, but I just thought they were popping for Lawler because more people knew who Lawler was.
Yeah, I mean, they're both...
Because I'm reading the magazines and I see Lawler way more than I see Austin Idol in magazines.
Okay.
And I got every single magazine there was back then.
I mean, Idol goes to town, or Lawler got the chain, and then... Oh, they brawling in the crowd, too. And if
Lawler took a pretty decent bump
Well,
going down the
if you
bleachers.
know-
Dude, he took a dreamer bump.
if that's a Lawler bump...
Yeah, well, yes, the Lawler
Yes,
bump.
you knew the second they were going up the bleachers. I'm like, oh, Lawler's going to be fucking rolling down these in about a minute. And
I
then
ain't doing that bump.
no, well, why would
dog,
you?
Alan doing that bump down the metal steps. I ain't doing that.
Those,
way.
those bleachers are the easy ones to do it down. The ones he did.
Yeah,
They're a little bit bigger and wider.
Yeah,
than,
it's a little easier.
they get back in the ring, and then Idol goes to town on Lawler with the chain, and then that's enough for a DQ. If you
Yeah, finally.
Finally. And there's no finish in this, which is just great, but I fucking love this. And if you're a fan of seeing two guys work, psychology, just absolute masters of
Yeah,
it.
old school shit.
Old school shit. They don't do anything, and you can really feel like the Memphis influence in ECW that you later see is from this kind of shit, this brawling shit, this like, you know, it's like smoke and mirrors.
I was just gonna
And
say smoke and
It
mirrors
is.
shit. Yeah.
It's you see it
Vince didn't
right.
have
You can
guys
cop-
going out in the fucking crowd?
Yeah.
But you could copy and paste that exact match today on WWE and AEW, and it'll get over.
Of course it
If
would.
you have the right
The
people.
two right guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
right.
you have the
Yeah,
right
you can
people
do it.
in it, and
Yeah.
it'll get over.
I mean, look at MJF. A lot of the stuff that he does with the ring and everything. It's like it's all
Classic
wrestling.
Lawler.
Yeah,
And when
it's-
anybody has a foreign object, I always think of Lawler.
Yes.
Well, I had the opportunity to have him yell at me about a foreign object. You know what I mean?
I know, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't have one.
Act like you got one, you fucking idiot. They had to hear hear him in the fourth round.
We're not doing stars for this.
Rob, your spot's coming.
Yeah. I'm sitting in the crowd like,
I can hear it fucking 10 rows.
Hack, how many shots are you giving Jerry Lawler and Austin Idol?
This 77.
77
Yeah,
shots.
I don't know if it me to give it that many.
Up next on this
That's
show,
just great shit.
it really, really is great shit. It was my favorite thing on this show by far. Up next was Nikita Koloff taking on your boy, the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez. And Nikita was a huge name in the 80s down in the Mid-Atlantic, teaming with Ivan Koloff as the Russians. And they were feuding with the Rock and Rolls and Dusty and Magnum TA.
And he was a lot bigger.
He was a lot bigger. He was jacked back then.
Yeah, a lot bigger.
He kind of looked like Goldberg-esque, if you guys have never seen Nikita. And, of course, with it being pro wrestling, he's just a white dude from Minneapolis.
And he wasn't a great worker.
No, but he was a character, and he was, and Manny Fernandez.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, if so anybody that I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to anybody that's listening. That he was in a tag team 90% of his career until he had the thing with Magnum TA, and then Magnum wrapped his car around the tree, and then that killed that whole angle, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So but he wasn't a great worker, but he was over huge.
He was over huge.
He really shitload of charisma.
Yeah, and Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull, with his flying burrito forearm, he was trained by the legendary Dick Murdoch, and he worked all over the territories, Florida, Houston, Central States, Jim Crockett, and he was one of the many West Texas State football players to convert to pro wrestling. You got Terry Funk, Bruiser Brody, Stan Hansen, Dusty, Dory Funk.
I didn't realize that.
Tully Blanchard.
All those people from where? Who was the coach? They were sending them all to be wrestlers.
Well, the Funks had a territory right there.
Oh, that's why.
And
hey, football boy.
Dory, I think, was one of the first ones, and then Dory Funk Senior had the territory. So the wrestlers would, they would see people in the school,
cheap football players.
get some cheap football players and start. But Tito Santana, Ted DiBiase, all these guys went to West Texas.
Wow.
So-
I didn't even realize that.
And Manny
We should
Fernandez.
do a show just about that.
Yeah, Manny Fernandez.
just the names that you've just said.
Manny Fernandez was one of them.
Wow.
So this was a chain match, and it was kind of like strap match rules where you had to touch the corners. This match was not very good.
Dude, you need a thicker chain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have a bicycle kid's chain.
yeah, I was gonna say, I was shocked it was so like thin. I was like,
Yeah, you can't. It has to be a bigger chain.
Yeah.
And you can't hit the whole mat when you're hitting him with the chain when he's laying down.
No. And this was...
Sometimes that chain will come up. I've done it where I've hit and the chains came up and hit me back in the face.
Really?
It's bounced off the mat and hit me in the face.
So you got to aim it like where?
You gotta hit him.
You got to hit him. No other choice. And
Yeah, you
sorry,
gotta hit him.
Sorry, bud. We're in a chain match here.
And just still like one arm and off of one side. I gave him it was like an axe chop over my head the one time. And that's when he came back and hit me.
I don't think Manny knew the rules, too, because he went for a pin at one point. Or is that...
he's like, go to the corner, idiot.
The ref does yell at him, too. There was a weird... The bell just rang at a couple points towards the end of the match.
I thought it was when somebody was hitting the corner or something like that. I'm like, why is the bell ringing?
Maybe that's what it was.
There was
then.
other matches too where I heard the bell.
Yeah, I don't know. But then Nikita fought off for the
And you
corners.
knew what the ending was going to be. He hits him into it.
Yes, which is like every strap match ever. Post match, you do see Todd and everyone. They help sell the ref bump there. But how many shots are you going to give this one, Hack?
Shot.
Oh, a half shot. Okay.
For these two guys,
Yeah.
it was bad. It was nothing.
Yeah, they announced a TWA Heavyweight Championship and a tournament for that. And then they said, in TWA, we wrestle, we brawl, we do it all. That was their tagline for Tri-State Wrestling. Up next on the show was DC Drake, Johnny Hotbody, Mondo Clean, Larry taking on Larry Winters, Rockin' Rebel, and Tony Stetson. So you guys...
What a fucking match, huh?
All right, now listen. Now, remember when I told you guys? As soon as I saw Hot Body and freaking and Stetson come out and do that match the 3 months before that,
Yes.
I turned to Ruben and I said, "Dude, I can do this."
Yes.
That is a perfect example of why when you're watching that match, you're like, "Hey, anybody can do this."
I mean, not great athletes
You
or
know,
anything. Yeah.
like anybody could do this.
Not a great look or
And
anything.
I thought these guys were great. You got to understand, because these guys are all ahead of me. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Larry Winters has been in WWE. Larry Winters was my trainer, my hold trainer guy. You know what I'm saying? So he'd been around the planet with WWE before, you know, and then who else? DC Drake was an indie guy. Larry indie guy, and the Rebel was from Havertown. Hot Body was from South Philly, right by the ECW arena, like a long par 5 from the arena.
And Mondo Clean. I mean, you guys.
I didn't know that guy much. I'd only seen him a couple times ever after that.
Well, the wrestling fans out there, you probably know him best by the name Damien Demento.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And a fun trivia fact: he wrestled in the very first ever Monday Night Raw main event, taking on The Undertaker. 3 years
wow.
after this, in 1993. Yes. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was in the first Raw main event. What was Larry Winters like as a trainer?
Super affable. You know, he wasn't like, he wasn't that guy to get on you at all or whatever. You know what I mean? He would just show you the moves. You know what I mean?
And it was his school or Joel Goodhart's?
It was
school?
Joel Goodhart's school.
So he's the trainer at the school.
Right.
Okay.
And the only trainer.
The only.
But the other guys like the Rebel, I don't know who trained the Rebel. I think the Rebel went to Larry Sharp's school.
Monster Factory.
Yeah, the Monster Factory. So he had already been trained, but he would come down there too, and he would help train me too.
Okay.
Well, not help like train me, but just be down there with somebody that knew what they were doing. Instead, because it's me and JT, you know what I mean? Because we were the first students there. There wasn't many other people there a lot.
No. Do you have any good stories from these crew of guys? Were you hanging out with them? Like,
Who are we talking about?
These 6 guys, these 5 guys.
No.
Rebel, Eddie Rebel back in the day.
Oh, the Rebel, yeah, we would hang out because he was from Havertown.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We'd go have a beer at the Sawmill or something like
Oh,
that.
the Sawmill. All right.
Yeah.
There was a lot of gigging in this match. One thing I noticed.
It was horrible and long.
It was. One thing I noticed though is the crowd is like a 1990s crowd in Philadelphia was just animated. Like these fans were just into it. They're jaw jacking with the wrestlers. They're yelling at them and stuff.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was saying during the Lawler match. They were like, "He's cheating!
Yeah.
He's fucking cheating!" Like they were into it.
You just don't see that from wrestling crowds anymore. They might clap and cheer and stuff, but it's not that like visceral, like when the business was less exposed, like it was in 1990 and stuff. The fans were just reacting differently, and but this match was just a mess, man.
It was
What?
long.
It was.
Oh my God, it
It was
so
a
long.
clusterfuck.
I don't
Like
know.
it was.
It was eliminations, but it was just oh my god, it was really horrible. And then it all came down to what? It's 3-on-1 pretty much.
Yeah, and then
On Larry? What was the last one?
Yeah. And then he ends up beating Drake for the finish.
and they're all over the building.
Oh, yeah, on
like,
a roll up.
Yeah.
On a roll up.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's the finish of this, and it was just ugh. How many shots are you gonna give this one, Hack?
Yeah.
A half shot. Okay.
No, that was a tenth of a
I
shot.
was
Oh,
gonna say
it's-
that was like a quarter
A
shot.
quarter shot. Okay. The main event of the show was Paul Mr. Wonderful Orndorff taking on Tully Blanchard, and Paul Orndorff. Wow.
Throw it at him. Throw it at him.
Wow. Orndorff was a legendary figure in the business. He was a Florida college football player at the University of Tampa, and he got into the business in the late 70s. And he worked everywhere, Memphis, Georgia, and then he went to the WWF in '83. And
Did he work the main with freaking...
Oh, yeah. He was in the main event of the first Mania. He turned on Hogan, and they drew a huge crowd up in Toronto for a show called The Big Event. But his run with Hogan, he was Hogan's best drawing opponent ever. So Hogan on the road, Paul Orndorff was his best as far as houses. Was the because they ran it everywhere as far as like the attendance numbers.
Right.
Paul Orndorff and Hogan was Hogan's best drawing opponent. And obviously, I mean, he probably made a ton of money in the 80s working on top with Hogan, dude.
Everybody who was on that card was making money.
Yeah, I mean, Hogan was bringing in, like, I just saw something on Twitter because the Hogan documentary, I guess, was like the number of attendance on the Hogan shows versus the non-Hogan shows. And it was like, you wanted to be on that Hogan card.
Yeah, you did.
Because the houses were at least...
third.
Like a third of what the Hogan houses were.
Dude, you go to Madison Square Garden, 22,000 people, you're getting a pretty damn good payday back in the day.
Right. And I mean,
Paul... You're probably getting like $5,000 maybe even back then.
Paul Orndorff and Hogan made a ton of money together.
Damn, really? Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
I mean, dude, you were drawing some, like... He was averaging, for a steady while in, like, 84, 85, 86, $10,000 people, gates, average. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now that I just thought about it, I got paid $9,000 for at the Forum. I wrestled because it was the
ECW?
only place. It was the only WWE, but it was the only place that I ever got paid for the crowd. It was for some reason it was the only one, but I remember it was double that. I think it was like 19, but 50% of it they took in tax right off the top.
Really?
I got $9,000 just for that one show.
Wow. Do you remember who you worked even?
And I wasn't even making that $9,000 that week. I was making probably making $5,000 a week then.
Do you remember who you were working?
No idea. But I know I wasn't high on the card.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
could have been like 2 or 3.
And imagine what the main got then.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
If you got 9, they probably got 30.
Well, if I got 20 almost, they took half in taxes.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's an insane amount for one match, man. That's wild.
Yeah, and it could have been longer than 5 minutes,
Yeah,
probably.
seriously, knowing you wanted to go home early.
They never told. They complained every single match.
Tully Blanchard, he was the son of a famous wrestling promoter in Texas. They ran Southwest Championship Wrestling, and he had his biggest success.
All right, so wait a minute. So what was it? Was West Texas was
Dory.
It was Dory and Amarillo,
Yeah.
right? So what was the other part of Texas now?
That was Tully Blanchard. It was Southwest Championship Wrestling.
Okay,
and then you
what
also,
town's that near? What's
I'm not-
South? Is Houston Southwest?
No, Houston was Paul
dead
Bosch.
South.
Houston was Paul Bosch, and then they had the Von Erichs. So think about it. You had
Right.
4 promoters just in one state doing
wow.
big time stuff.
Yeah.
Like 4 different territories.
God, can you imagine they telling somebody how to cut somebody? Every time they would have beat the shit out of you for short.
You would have had to have been in a duel.
You would have been dead. Oh my God, I would have died if that would happen.
But Tully Blanchard, he had a ton of success with Jim Crockett Promotions. He feuded with Dusty, and then being one of the original 4 Horsemen. I mean, absolute legend of the business. And then him and Arn Anderson as a tag team. They're one of the best heel tag teams of all time. And he's just a classic wrestling heel. And watching him and Orndorff work here, neither one is in their prime, right? They're both a little bit past their prime. But it's also funny now, looking back at 2026, this is only like 4 or 5 years removed from like their peak. But now in wrestling, guys seem to last so much longer. But it's like they were almost washed up at this point in 1990. And
Well, I mean, how much could they really, like, how much were they really going to do? You know, like...
they didn't do much in this match. I mean,
What match are we talking about again?
Orndorff and Blanchard, the main event. They didn't do much.
Bro, they did nothing.
They did nothing.
He did nothing. He put him in an arm bar on the fucking mat for 3/4 of the time.
I know, they weren't doing
Yeah, they
anything.
did nothing.
And then the finish, I mean, Tully goes and works over his leg for a little bit. He gets him in a couple leg locks. He's kicking the leg. And he gets him in a figure 4. And then he tries to get him in a figure 4. And then Orndorff just rolls him up for the 3 count. It was kind of abrupt.
Yeah, that's just straight stealing money.
And then,
It just really is. That's just straight stealing money.
and then afterwards, he gets his heat back, too.
Yeah.
So it was like, what?
Yeah, you lose, you get your heat right back.
What did you really accomplish here?
Nothing.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't know. It was
No, what you accomplish is somebody that had to go over in the match.
Tully.
Yeah.
Or Paul
Right.
Orndorff. And Tully won his heat back, though.
Yeah.
So Orndorff was like, "No, I'm going over."
Exactly. That's what it sounds like to me.
Why
Why else would you do that on an indie show when you're not having a return match?
You're not bringing. I don't think either guy went back. To
Right.
TWA.
That's my point. It sounds like Orndorff wasn't was going over.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
How many Shaws are you gonna give this one, Hack?
Yeah.
That was like a.
That was straight stealing money, dude.
Yeah, but do you think that? I mean, they were the draw.
I don't know what I would.
I think it was everybody. I think it was a combination of like. There's a lot of like Lawler.
Yeah. There's just like a lot of names.
Well, that's
on
the only thing
poster.
I'm saying. Like, yeah, they went out there and like did nothing, and I guess technically, you know, like we would say stole money. But I was just wondering, like, are they the reason that the people are in the building? You know, so like.
I would say, yeah, a big part of it.
Yeah, and freaking.
You know, so like at the end of the day,
Cowboy-
they already did their job before even stepping into the ring, kind of.
Cowboy in Morocco, right?
Yeah, well, they had never Morocco. They had seen because he had been up here in the WWF. Because I had seen him. You know what I mean? But I didn't know who Orton was.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had never seen freaking. Who else was that? What was
Manny
the-
Fernandez.
Yeah, I'd never seen Manny Fernandez before.
Yeah.
Then there was somebody else.
Austin Idol.
Yeah, I'd never seen him before.
Was
Those
that-
guys
had-
just never went through Vince because the only thing we ever had in Philly was Vince. There was no indie shows.
You not even like heard of like Cowboy
Well, no,
Bob
I had
before?
heard of them all because of the magazines. 'cause I was getting
That's
the
what
magazines.
that's what I was asking. Okay.
What was it like for you guys watching this 1990s wrestling era? Ollie, I know you're not really, when it comes to older wrestling, you're not the biggest old wrestling fan, but
This is hard.
I mean,
It would have been
it
so
all
much
depends.
better.
Like, there's things that are like good and like entertaining to watch, like Lawler and things like that, and then others, kind of like the chain match where you're like,
Man, this is brutal to get
I know
through.
you're like, oh man, like I get like why this got over, but you're like, it's just so outdated, you know.
But
They're
it's just- but it's-
stealing money.
Right, but it's like, but you don't, like, when you're watching it, you have to realize that, like, we haven't seen the great work yet. That's been
I
done
know.
in the
It
business.
didn't exist.
Right,
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
well,
Like,
yeah,
it didn't
I
exist
know,
until
but
then.
if you
like,
take any one of those matches and you put it in front of 10,000 people, and you're going to see a 10 times better match. That chain match is going to be way better. The main event's going to be way better. Lawler's match is going to be way better.
you think they just try harder?
They stealing money because Joe Goodhart is the new kid on the block, overpaying these guys anyway. You know what I'm saying? They're
But they
probably
s-
like, this guy's going to be around once. Maybe this is it. You know
All right,
what I'm
I
saying? Every match was straight steal. The first match, I thought the guys worked the hardest.
but I got
Morocco
a
and
question for you. But, like, they still did length. Does that matter?
No, this just, I don't care if you steal money
But-
for 25 minutes. They're not going to go out there at 7 and steal money, but nah,
Right,
everybody was
okay.
just straight stealing money.
Okay.
They just were.
Well, this was TWA Summer Sizzler. We got to watch the Sandman's first match. You guys want to watch this?
Yeah, in fact, I wasn't stealing money.
You were not. JT Smith wasn't stealing
I
money.
think I got $25 for
I was
that
gonna
match.
say, did you even-
$25 was your payday?
I think I'm
I
pretty
was going
sure.
to say,
That's
did you even
awesome.
make money instead of stealing money? Did you even make money?
Did you get a hot dog or anything? Or no? Oh, okay.
I don't eat hot dogs.
No, he's not a glizzy guy.
Housekeeping. The next offering from PWE.
Oh, that just came out, right?
June 20th, live from the Bach Building. It's PWE 250 as we celebrate 250 years of America. Philadelphia's having a ton of sporting events this summer. They're hosting the MLB All-Star Game, the World Cup, the PGA US Open, and PWE 250. So make sure you check out social media for this one.
I'm glad that they're back at the Bach building because I liked that building, but I'd imagine that building in June is going to be extremely hot.
No?
ECW Arena used to be 105 degrees.
Because I don't really remember seeing much. I don't know the ventilation in that building, but I can sense that it's going to be extremely fucking hot in that
Doug
building.
wanted
So.
Danny Moe for the show. I texted her today, and she's already booked for like GCW in Detroit that day.
Oh, take it.
Yeah, I wanted Danny to come and slap somebody around.
Yeah, well, you wanted her to slap you around that thing, man. That's what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
for free.
Yeah, it's a great picture of her slapping me that we put out.
It was an awesome picture. Congrats to her. She won, and then she got
10 G's.
10 G's for winning Power Slap there. So
I know, it's pretty cool.
that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah.
And she probably worked, I don't know how many other shows she probably worked that weekend too, or if she did any other show. Well, the Juggalo, I guess. But.
Oh yeah, the Juggalo show for sure. Next week on the show, ECW Fan Cam Barely Legal. I know there's the Barely Legal pay-per-view, but this one was from May 2nd, 1997. This is a card from Ashbury Park. You took on Stevie and Raven.
Asbury was a good place to
Yeah.
fucking
I
work.
took on those two.
You took on Stevie and Raven. The winner faces Terry Funk in the main event. I'm not going to spoil this one, but
I don't think I won.
well, you never win. Lowest
That's
winning.
pretty safe bet.
You went out on your back just like how you started your career.
Yes, I did.
On your back. Listener questions, as always, send in to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Please leave a name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for. Jason from Newfoundland in Canada writes in.
All right.
Newfoundland.
Greetings from the Green Bastard 2 from Newfoundland. Still not Inuit. Question for Tosh.
Nice Inuit. What did he say about the Inuits?
Well, you asked him before if he was an Inuit.
Okay, yeah. And the Curse of Oak Island, do you believe in that?
Okay, let us know that, Jason. Question for Tosh. Have you ever searched Pornhub for double dog collar? No, I haven't actually, but maybe later tonight.
Because
I have, maybe
Tosh's
later tonight.
favorite match was the double dog collar match, so
yes.
yeah, that was fucking funny.
That's awesome.
Holy shit, I might have to check that later.
And he said, "No, me neither." Kane, toast of the week. Hack, do your goddamn homework.
Okay.
That's a shoot every week. We never know what he's going to say, honestly.
I don't know what I'm going to say until
Yeah,
I
he
say
doesn't. He does not. He's thinking
That's
about
what
it
I say.
now.
Do your goddamn
Yeah,
homework.
do some homework. He said, "I
Oh,
only
no,
have."
I come with notes
You do-
all the
yeah,
time.
always
But he's
does.
talking about the Cane of the Week and the Toast of the
Yes.
Week.
Oh, yeah.
You got to do your homework.
He said, "Only 2 more episodes, and I'm finally
He's
caught
right.
up to the podcast. Great work, Hack, and the solid gold dancers. I just finished. I just finished the Joey Janela episode. Hack was on top of his game. He absolutely was not, but that was a fun one. Oops.
Is that what the kids are calling it now?
Yeah, not sure what. And then he said, "Not sure what game." He said, "This guy's pretty good."
Yeah.
He said, "It's what we do," and housekeeping pops me every time. Seeing Foley come out for Hack's last match was so wild. I wish I was there.
So do I.
I've recently found out I'm diabetic, so I'm dropping weight. I'm down to 240 now, which is around Simon Diamond's ECW weight.
That'll live in fucking infamy. The Simon
That
Diamond
absolutely
episode.
will. Absolutely will.
That's funny.
He said, "Not looking for pity. It's self-induced. Too much chocolate and chips. Never blame the beer. Carrot sticks are fucking awesome," said nobody ever. It's a great email.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's on a roll.
Peace out from the Providence known as The Rock, probably because it should be a prison.
Thanks, Jace. Keep
Thanks,
writing
Jason.
in, dude.
Where
Thank
is
you,
he
man.
from?
Newfoundland,
Oh, yeah.
Canada. Nick Eddy from Newark, Illinois writes in.
That sounds
Newark?
Yeah,
Illinois?
yeah, Newark,
That
Illinois.
sounds like a new guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been a long-time listener and a fan since the 90s, and I finally have something to write in about after this weekend.
All right.
First, Hack's last match was incredible. I watched it live on TV and loved every moment. I wish I could have been there in person, but I want to wish you a happy retirement. Secondly, I want to highlight my local wrestling promotion, AAW. I just attended the final show at the Eagles Club in Berwyn, Illinois, ending a 22-year tradition at the venue. It was a highly anticipated event that delivered in every way, including a huge surprise appearance by Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's awesome.
In
Yeah.
Berwyn, Illinois?
I saw that online.
There was unfortunately an incident which I'll tell you about off air regarding it was a company was running the building, and they claimed that a wrestler was stabbed, and then the boys beat the shit out of this guy, and then it just caused all this shit, and they're not going to run wrestling events there anymore. So the highlight was the
I'm glad you waited till we were off.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
No,
So
there's
are we
more,
finding out-
there's more stuff to tell you off air about it. Yeah.
I was like, wait, so you're just in the same sentence literally telling you?
More stuff I don't want to say on air. Whatever.
Hey, no offense, but you're a fucking loser. It's basically kind of the same thing.
I have a lot more to say. The highlight was the main event match between Trevor Lee and Rafael Quintero. It was a five-star performance and the best match I've ever seen live. They closed the building out perfectly and a new champion was crowned. Once the footage is available, I would love to send you guys a link. I think you should definitely check it out.
Nice.
Keep talking and I'll keep listening. So
Thanks, man.
Cool, thanks, brother.
Thank you for letting us know. Kenny from Delaware writes in,
All right, Ken.
in last week's episode, Hack mentioned the Harris brothers tuning him up. As far as ECW fights with the boys, was there ever any ugly brawls between the talent that we have never heard of? So any fights you can remember about the guys backstage DCW?
Oh no, RVD slapping.
Taz.
Yeah, but that's not
I don't know
really
if that's like a fight.
I don't call that
That was a New Jack but I don't think that was a wrestler. So
New Jack got into it with fans at one point backstage.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
wasn't it?
There was one in the hotel up on like the 16th floor once. It was a round hotel, and he got into a fight. I came out of my room.
The Travel Lodge?
Yeah, and Jack was on the other side of it was like the elevators. Somebody coming off the elevators, and everybody stopped Jack. So all Jack did was run around because it was a round freaking hotel. All he did was run around and attack the guy from behind.
What was the fight over?
I don't know. Who knows?
Drugs, I'm guessing. Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah.
Jack.
Who knows with Jack? But like, as far as the ECW locker room goes, it wasn't like a lot of like.
I never even heard about any.
I was gonna
Fights.
say I don't remember
Really?
seeing. I mean, maybe guys like yelling in each other's faces, like.
But shit just, I don't know.
But, like, I don't
shit
remember-
just didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You've told me before, Jack and you almost got it because of a beer bottle. Did he throw a beer bottle
Yeah,
at
he
you?
threw a beer bottle at me. It broke on my wrist right here, and the glass went all over Guido sitting next to me.
And then you and Jack got in a
And then
fight.
I went up and I grabbed him. We ended up on the ground, and freaking then he broke us up, and we were cool.
And you were fine.
Lines later.
That's such a you story.
Yeah.
Then you had to be.
Yeah, we gotta ask Guido that.
Guido?
Yeah,
Guido?
I know it was him sitting
Well,
next to me.
Guido's a tough dude too.
Guido,
so,
yeah,
He was a shooter.
Did Guido save your ass there and tie Jack
Not that time. Jack saved my ass with the Bruise Brothers.
But Guido, I can see Guido saving your ass too there.
Yeah, totally.
But no
was a shooter.
No ECW fights. Not really.
Not really. All
Pretty
the guys
tight
were
knit
boys.
group. Like,
And the other
yeah.
thing, you've told me this before too, Hack. I mean, you hear all these other wrestlers, they tell these stories of these ribs and stuff. You said ECW wasn't like big ribs either. Like you weren't.
No.
Yeah, you weren't doing that there. Huh? ECW.
Man, we were all for one and one for all.
And you guys are too fucked up probably to think of these things, you know?
Well, no, half the locker room was young, straight kids.
That's true too, yeah. It was half party guys and then half.
Pretty well fitted. Oh, dude,
Hack's like a separate
Yeah,
category.
the seniority guy in the locker room hack was the magic
really.
school bus out back.
The locker room leader. Yeah, he's in that bus over there.
I wasn't a locker room
Smoking dope.
The Sandman van. Yeah,
Sandman
go talk to
van.
Hack.
Yeah, you open the Sandman van, it's just smoke coming out of it.
Party boy.
Party boy. Kevin from Dayton, Ohio writes in,
Kevin.
as an old school ECW fan and a day one pod listener, it's amazing to see the success you pulled off in Las Vegas. That was truly some amazing business done by Hack.
Thank you, Joey.
Thank you, Joey. Let's say hypothetically
It was all Joey.
you could still do
I
the
just happened to be there.
You could still do the 97 Sandman matches, and you had to have a final match.
Like 1997?
Yeah, like I think that's
okay.
what he means,
Yeah.
97.
Yeah, I blew then too.
No, but if
But at least you can bump.
you can go over the top rope. Then you can do the leg.
You can sell them.
Yeah, I mean, so
You can still sell.
his question is, if you could have a final match and you're in like your prime, who would it be currently going today besides the Invisible Bitch?
Probably be like, probably Moxley.
That's what I thought you would say.
You and Mox.
They would tear it
Because the
fucking down.
style,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
style would match good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you Mox and you like.
I mean, I could say like Swerve or somebody like that, but the match
style.
would be better. With
Hack and Hangman would go crazy too.
Who?
Hack and Hangman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I worked him before, Tina. I put him over.
No,
for
Hack
sure.
and Moxley would be perfect.
Hack and Mox would be absolutely perfect, man. And both two guys who make their entrance from the crowd too. Like you know what I mean?
Like an entrance off.
yeah, an entrance off between you two and everything.
I have
and
my decibel meter in my hand right there, showing it to the freaking TV.
he's a big Sandman fan too. I've heard him talk about you before
should
and
be.
stuff.
Dude, I have the least amount of matches, and I'm the most overdue.
That's how you win in wrestling, right there, man.
Exactly, least amount of matches to how over you are. I kill everybody.
Yeah, the ratio is fucking.
I kill everybody.
You know what? Honestly,
Well, think about it. Hulk Hogan had 15,000, 20,000 matches.
right. He worked 200 days a year.
Yeah, it took him long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I've had 120 of that.
Well, how many do you think Brock has?
It can't be that many. It's got.
He was more. I don't think he was.
I think he's less than you, but for sure.
Yeah, man. When he was on the road, he was more of a
Attraction.
Not a match. They just do a segment with him.
I'm just talking about like least matches compared to how over. I mean, Brock is.
Goldberg's got to be up there too.
Yo, get that ass. What up?
It's cage match. We're on it all the time.
Pap, go on cage matches. See how many,
It's right there.
how many freaking matches does Brock have? in a
Brock?
Cage match.
I mean, it's got to be.
I'll be pissed. He better have more than me. A lot more.
I don't think he does actually.
I know. I don't think he
Because
is either.
he only had 2 years as an active wrestler, so 2002 to 2004, and then he had
but he wasn't doing matches
right?
though.
Yes, he was. He was working mostly every week then.
Back then he
What,
was.
every night,
yeah.
5 nights a week?
Well, yeah, he was working a lot of house shows then too. So I mean, those are when he's accumulating most of his numbers. But then when he came back and
That was before he even did the UFC.
right. But then when he came back after UFC, he's only working a couple times a year.
Right.
Okay, all right, before UFC, I forgot about that.
Right. So he was working before he left for UFC, went to UFC, and then came back like a bigger star.
He had like 2 years of working, and then
Didn't he lose his first match in UFC?
he lost his
Against
first.
Frank Mir or
He
something?
lost his first. Yes.
Did I just pull that shit out
Yeah,
of
I
my
don't
you
know
did.
how the fuck you pulled that off.
I'm completely shocked that you know that you
can't
even know
believe
the
I
name
just
of
said
Frank
that.
Mir.
Yeah.
First of all,
Well, because I liked it in the beginning, UFC, but then you know what? I just can't watch. I can only see so many people getting their ass kicked. You know, it's.
I'll watch it every day. People get hurt.
Well, we're going to be there next week, right?
Yeah.
Amen.
you're going to UFC.
Yeah, May 9th in Prudential Center.
Really?
Friend, our stem cell friends from New Jersey got a box and invited us up.
Nice. There you go, man.
Strickland and Chimaev. So
Okay.
How big's his box?
Is that?
I don't know. You'd have to ask
Is this
him.
a Frankie Edgar connection too? Is he gonna be there? Maybe?
Well, that's how we met Frankie through those.
through the stem
those-
cell. I think I met this guy before at the arena. I think.
Yeah, yeah. He was there. He was there when WrestleMania was in.
Yes, in 40.
Yeah, in Philly.
Do we have a total on the Brock matches?
No.
We'll have to get back to that. We'll revisit that.
Yeah, somebody let us know how many matches Brock had and how much more over I am than he ever was.
I mean, on Cage Match, it has 443, like,
well, that's what
different things, but I don't know if that's.
Official matches.
I would
Yeah,
say that's probably roundabout.
Well, what does it say for me then? If it says that we have to use the same numbers, if we're using the 850 for me, we got to use his 400. You know what I'm
If
saying?
it says the same, yeah, because
Right.
when Van Vliet looked it up, it was like
860 or 50
Yeah,
or something.
something
Yeah,
like
'cause
that.
then when it does it say for my 850? Does it say matches and other shit?
No, it's just matches on Cage Match. It's not like appearances or anything.
Right.
Next week on the show, ECW Barely Legal 97 from Ashbury Park, New Jersey. But before we go, Hack, the cane of the week or the toast. Why did that pop you? The Ashbury Park?
No, because
New Jersey?
I haven't done my homework.
What? So you don't have a cane of the week or toast of the
No, I
week?
never
Toast
do.
of the week goes out to your Philadelphia Flyers for their first successful playoff series victory.
Fuck
in,
yeah.
I don't know.
Go
10,
Sixers.
15 years. So,
Peace.
Ain't it foggy outside? All the planes have been